here we are. Hello, everybody. Are we in the right places? We appear to be in the right places.
It looks like it.
The cameras look correct.
So we are.
If that changes abruptly, I will put my fist through the screen. No, I won't. I have more control over myself than that. You're fine.
Disconnect and reconnect.
I was going to say, since the whole thing is being run from Kat's computer, if we suddenly disappear, you know why.
I have flamed out.
If the last thing that Twitch picks up is a fist coming towards a camera and then gone, you know what's happened.
Yeah. Okay, so welcome back. We are Wonky Role-Playing. I'm just going to introduce everybody real quick. This is Vivian the Viking playing Julian Howard Mason. This is Janky Apple playing Susan Jones. This is Beta Witch King playing Kirk T. Jameson. And Phase Wolf playing Jock McDowell. I am Sneaky Urchin, I'm the Game Master. If you see someone talking in chat who has the Wonky Role-Playing username, that's me. And yeah, so I don't think there's anything important to do, so I'm just going to do it last time on. So last time on, we met all the characters. We started off with Susan, who's been having some nightmares, and Susan then ran into someone at her work who had assaulted her. And she did not cope with this very well, especially not when this man subsequently invited her to a concert. Her friends / colleagues have rallied around her, much to the joy of Kirk's parents, who thinks that he's dating her, and possibly everybody else in the group as well. And they are all going to the concert. They arrived at the concert last thing, and discovered that it was in a gay bar, which I'm sure was surprising to everybody. Absolutely everybody. So, welcome to the Inferno. Yeah, so you guys are in a nightclub. It's your sort of typical 80s nightclub. It is not exactly jam-packed. Like, you can move, but it is definitely busy. Busier than you'd maybe expect of an average Wednesday night, as I believe it is right now. The Defiant Darlings are just finishing up their set on stage, and as they leave, a very tall, very impressive-looking person in an enormous wig, a very short skirt, and high heels that look like they could kill a man, comes on and takes hold of the microphone and says, thank you, darlings. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, yes, welcome to the Inferno, everybody. I hope you're all having an excellent night. Yes, everybody better be having fun. That's the only rule here, mandated fun. Don't we all love it when people mandate fun? It's so charming. Right, everybody go have some fun, and you darlings, mingle, go! And then she walks off the stage. Yeah, Julian, you know who that is. That's the owner.
The owner?
Yeah, so, you guys have just been ordered to have fun. The darlings go off backstage. You don't see where they go after that.
I'm not the only one that recognised her, right?
Who?
Are you gonna tell me you didn't I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You recognised her, right? The woman with the guitar.
I think so.
I've seen her somewhere before.
You all recognize? I knew it wasn't really a dream.
Yeah, this was remind me because it's been a couple of weeks. This was the person who's playing in the band was the person
played
from
the
our
guitar,
dream,
yeah,
right?
the person, yeah, we
Right.
saw when we all converged in our dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew there was something.
Yeah,
Well, we were not exactly.
In which case, yes.
We were not exactly human shaped in the dream.
You were there, and you were
You were
there.
there. And she was there.
I'm just gonna sweat slightly. It's fine.
Clearly, we must have seen her on a poster or something around town. It's...
I was handing out that pamphlet to you all.
Yes.
Yep.
That'll be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can
Very small.
talk to her.
Okay.
Can we come with you, Mr. Harvey?
You're just gonna abandon them.
Maybe mingle. Have fun.
Who am I mingling with?
Oh, okay.
Julian will be going off to try and find the owner and see if he can wrangle to get backstage to talk to the darlings.
Okay, let's let you go off, and before we look at what you're doing, hey, you three, how are you doing?
I am decidedly dancing with like Kirk, and, like,
It's like, Kirk!
we're just with like no room, just like so everyone knows we're like that no one is approaching. I'm like, hi, we're definitely in a group.
Kirk is. You've never seen a man blue screen so hard as Kirk right now. It's just there is nothing but fear in his eyes.
He had
He's
a moment.
very concerned.
He had a moment of focus when he
then it's
saw
gone.
the guitar lady, and now he is just afraid.
We have surely danced together at like the year 7 formal, okay?
I mean,
You guys
yeah,
went to
no,
school together.
we did go to school together.
Right.
You were like a year apart, but like close enough.
Probably wasn't a very big.
Older.
I mean,
Wait,
I
who's
was.
older.
Yeah, I'm a.
Yeah, Kirk's a
You're
year
older?
older than you.
Yeah.
You're older, okay.
But it's a very small village, so I don't imagine the school's very large.
No.
It's not. Well, technically the high school is out of town. You have to bus out to it, so it's a bit
Aw.
bigger. The primary school is tiny.
We definitely danced in primary school.
Yeah, for sure.
And if my out of character real life mother in London did Scottish country dancing at school,
Then there
I
was
imagine
surely
we did
something.
as well.
Absolutely. There must have been something.
Right, Jock,
Yeah.
what about you? What are you doing?
Jock decides that it needs some form of liquid with a significantly high alcohol content.
Okay, Jock goes to find a bar.
Jock, stop living up to the stereotype of your nationality.
Honestly, God's sake.
Jock's like, a moment to be drunk? Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, Jock, you approach the bar, and there is a very handsome, very well groomed man with quite dark tan skin standing behind the bar, serving people. It's not super busy, but you see that he does seem to notice you quite quickly and move over to you as quickly as he can to take your order. What can I get you?
Where's on tap, mate?
Okay, sure. First time in?
You could say that. Yeah, came with your mates.
Yeah. Don't worry. Everyone's a little uncomfortable the first time. He gives you a drink and winks at you, and then moves on to the next person.
I wonder what that could mean.
And we're gonna switch over to Julian. Julian, where are you going?
Yeah, see if I can find where the Owen went off to. I'm assuming I know her name.
Yep. Her name is just a face.
Of course it is.
Yep.
So, yeah.
She is a very popular lady. She basically came down off the stage and immediately started mingling with like a lot of her regulars and her friends and stuff like that. So she's in a big group of people not far from the stage.
Okay, cool. Julian will not be opposed or shy of using his elbows to get to where he needs to go.
Okay, cool.
He'll make it very clear of like the very much this is my house. These are my rules. Let's go.
I have a question. Was Justa one of the people that you contacted when you were doing your spree, or are you not that close? Your call.
I mean, I imagine she'd recognize him even if they're not necessarily. He probably has. They work in the same circles. There'll be an overlap there. They probably go to the same parties, that type of thing, you know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so, she notices you as you're approaching and holds out a hand. She says, "Ah, darling, hello!" She's got massive acrylic nails, like, holy shit. How does she do anything with those?
Just a darling. Oh, your nails!
Oh, I
Darling.
know. I could kill a man with them, and honestly, if the cops show up tonight, I will. Right, what do we need? What can I do for you?
Well, other than the name of whoever did these for you,
Oh, well.
I could really do with. I really loved who were just playing. Was it the Darlings?
The
Were they?
Defiant Darlings, yes, they're a little pet project of mine. I really like them. They have so much guts, and they need some glory to go with it.
Oh, they're just lovely, just wonderful, just absolutely, God, just entirely. I would love to meet them. So do my friends too. Would that be possible at all? Could I just be a little cheeky and ask?
Well, they're done for the night. They'll probably be out on the floor before long. They usually have at least a couple of drinks before they head home.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you so much, and have a wonderful night too.
You too, dear. Yes, you too.
Bye.
Yep. She goes on to mingling.
Fucking rushes back to the group.
Yep. The teenagers appear to be dancing, looking
Awkwardly bopping.
incredibly
So
uncomfortable.
Often.
And Jock is at the bar, probably looking less uncomfortable.
Mr. Howard Mason, where did you go?
Sorry, I just wanted to see if I get us backstage, but apparently we won't need to. The darlings will be out shortly. They normally have a few drinks, according to the mistress of the establishment.
What are we even asking? Why?
I mean, do we just go up to her and go, "Hey, we dreamed about you"? Because that's really weird. I think that's weird.
That's a very creepy thing to say.
It is very weird.
Well, what are your suggestions exactly? Should we just stare at her from afar? That seems perfectly normal.
I am
Can
sure.
I do what I do? That's all I've really got.
I'm talking to Jock. Goodbye.
No, please don't leave. Oh God.
Jules gonna make his way to the bar to try and wrangle Jock.
Wrangle Jock.
Wrangle.
That definitely sounds like you're putting hands on him.
Oh dear.
I mean, again though, this is... Listen, I'm not saying there isn't multiple, like, thoughts behind this, but one of them is very much the, okay, this one's mine, kind of, don't hit on him, sort of thing. So Julian will sort of gather his courage and sort of just gently put a hand on, like, the back of Jock's neck. And be like... Then she's like, this is normal, and you like it.
Next to you, just next to Jock, someone lifts their head up from the bar and goes, well, that's fucking weird.
I'm fucking weird. Mind your own business.
Julian, make like a perception check real quick or something like that, like something along those lines. Even if it is just wits.
Well, I've got investigation body language. Remember?
Yeah, go for that.
Oh, it's 1-6. So 2 successes, but I get to reroll 1. Yeah, just 2 successes.
Okay, yeah, no, that's enough. You recognize this guy. This was the guy who was at your table in the pub the other night, who was like unconscious.
Yeah.
And topped up when you offered pints. He's also dressed exactly the same way that he was that night.
Yeah. Okay, so, I mean, I'll still have the I'm fucking weird, mind your own business.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name again?
You didn't get a name.
Oh, didn't recognize you there. Been here long?
About as long as you have.
Yeah.
Right.
This place is fun, very bright. You getting a pint?
Maybe later.
It's gonna slide him over what's left of mine, slightly confused.
Cheers.
Anyway, Jock, the kids are useless, but we need to talk to that woman. Are you any good with the fairer sex?
Not sure, never really tried. Keep to myself most of the time.
Right. Strong and silent. No, that could work. Okay. I know. I'll go over and say my friend is very interested and wants to talk to them, but doesn't want to appear creepy or overbearing because he is rather large and sturdy and doesn't want to intimidate anyone. And then see if I can get her attention. Yes. Oh yes. No, this is because the darling, the woman, you know, with the apparently they'll be mingling, and this is. Look, I know this isn't the best idea, but it's the one we have apparently. So, unless you have any suggestions.
I'm just gonna look over to where the other two are presumably still dancing. Sure. Okay.
Susan has like literally resorted to Scottish country dancing at this point. Like we're just like spinning.
Can you make some sort of? There is like an expression / sort of performance skill.
Performance
Let me-
sort of thing?
Yeah, it's
Let me-
expression. It's under social.
Do I
Yeah.
have to make
So
it
if
too?
you can.
'Cause I'm dancing with Susan.
Yeah, sure. Both of you make it.
I'm living right now.
Just
Okay,
roll
so-
social and tell me what happens, unless you have a sort of
so-
expression
Sorry,
skill
where
that
is
you could
social? I
bullshit.
can't read this character.
What's it
So,
called?
mental, physical, social. It's
In
down
the
there,
skills.
down the left hand side.
Oh,
of the character sheet.
okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, what was it?
taking-
Expression.
Expression plus.
Plus anything you could wrangle.
You need to remember. My brain.
Presence, I
It's
guess?
one. It's just one.
Athletics. It's Scottish country dancing.
Oh,
It's
no,
athletics.
No,
that's
it's got to be one
no.
skill and one.
Yeah, it's always a
attribute.
skill and attribute.
Ah, of course.
Or if you
We've got
don't
one-
have a skill, it can just be an attribute, I think.
Yeah, so we're rolling expression and one of the 9 at the top.
Stamina.
Oh.
Stamina, dex.
I'm
I'll
gonna roll Dex for mine,
Yeah, sure.
which is just keeping up with whatever the fuck Susan's doing.
Oh my god! Wait, that's got a lot of points in dex. Hold on. That might end up being all right.
Oh, one of those is a 10. That's exciting.
Roll again, quick.
Oh yeah, one of those is a 10 for me as well. No, and then that was a 1. So no.
That's okay.
One was a 9. Yeah, the others I don't think.
Did you re-roll the 10 to see what you got?
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
1.
Okay, that's fine. So that's like 2
Like-
successes
Oh no, sorry,
from
I
you.
can't do that.
2 successes.
I've got 2.
You
Yeah.
got 2. Okay, so you each got 2 successes. Okay,
I'm not allowed to re-roll for that one.
So you're not sure if it's out of pity or out of genuine interest, but it seems to have spread to several other of the partygoers, and there now
Start the
seems to be an impromptu Kaylee on the dance
No.
floor.
Yeah! Impromptu Kaylee and Jock's not joining in.
Yep, the only
The
actual
Scottish man
one.
is not
The only
here.
Scottish man in the room. Oh no.
Suddenly a bagpiper just appears on the stage. and begins playing.
My time has come, and we're like, sir, you're using bagpipes in a small club. Please leave. Please leave now.
Yeah, so Julian and Jock, as you like look over to that mess that is somehow not a mess, you kind of recover from that and see a group of people who you recognize as the Defiant Darlings coming out from a door kind of towards the back, kind of towards one side of the stage. The woman who was singing for the most part is sort of leading them with her arm slung around the woman who you're looking for. And just behind them comes the only guy in the group wheeling their drummer along in a wheelchair. And they basically go to a table that is just empty, and it's like it's a foregone conclusion that that's where they're going. And they go and they sit there. There's a bunch of tables scattered around the bar, not a huge amount, but enough that like people can sit if they want to. It's more of a booth. It's a booth, basically. They go into a booth, and most of them sit down, except for the guy who goes to sit down, gets shoved out of the booth by one of his friends, and laughs and goes towards the bar, towards where you guys are. The bartender seems to be already anticipating him coming over and is preparing and is preparing 4 drinks of different kinds on a tray.
Okay, I have a plan. Julian has a plan, rather. So as he sees the bar and sort of preparing them, when whoever the guy is getting the drinks over, Julian is just going to slide it right in there and be like, "Oh, please, let me get these for you."
What, like carry or?
Carry, pay, both. It really was an excellent set.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, all right. If you're sure, we'd appreciate that. Thank you.
No bother at all. No bother at all. And just sort of try and start making small talk. So it's like it's up to you if you want to go along with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you all from? Your little troop here.
Oh, well, all over the place. A couple of us are sort of local. I'm from up north, as you can probably tell. He's got a Scottish accent.
Yeah. All right. Oh, lovely. Oh, we have our own resident Scot as well. Jock.
Hi. Living up to
Or
all
do
the
that, like-
stereotypes, eh?
I'll do the sort of like the half nod, half grunt,
Uh-huh.
you know, hi thing.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm Reese. Hi. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, Julian. Pleasure.
Hi. Good to meet you. Yeah. I gotta go back over. They're gonna scream at me if I didn't get their drinks.
Oh
you
no,
can-
absolutely. Please let me help.
You can come. Yeah. You're both welcome to come with if you like. They're still buzzing. So.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. I don't suppose if I can impose further. We do have two of our young'uns at our.
Oh yeah. Wait. He looks over and goes, "Yeah. No. You should save them." Yeah, no, bring him over. We'll hang on. Marios, he goes over and the bartender is just like, and is already getting like 2 fucking, like, they just look like Coca-Colas. Just putting them on the tray. Just like,
Please rescue us.
just like, yeah, you go rescue your friends and then just come over to the table, alright?
Oh, brilliant, darling. Thank you. Jock, would you mind? I'll help with the drinks here.
Yeah, I'll wait out into the dance floor and retrieve them.
Little concerned we're going to be leaving this dance floor one under either of Jock's arms. Just like, come on, children.
Yeah.
That's entirely up to you guys.
Yeah, so Jock, you
I
go
will
over
leave
to
willingly.
you go over to the kiddies, who appear to be getting chucked about between partners now, as Strip the Willow has started.
Oh,
No!
Just as long as nobody tells the people in this bar that that's what it's called.
That's its name, yeah.
Fine, there's nobody here called Willow.
They might just think they might just be encouraged. I mean, you did describe last time we were doing this that a lot of them were not wearing many clothes.
Oh, that's still a thing. Like, it's a hot bar. A lot of them are wearing not many clothes or very light, sometimes see-through and meshy clothes.
Oh my goodness,
That man's
Susan's
wearing
literally
just a
got double
flag.
denim on. She's so warm right now.
Oh. Oh yeah, Susan, at one point when you're dancing, like this big dude with like a full beard and everything like that, but with flowers braided into it, like as you're his partner, he like gets you around the arm and says, "You alright, hen? You okay down here, yeah?"
Oh, yes, thank you.
You look a bit out of your depth. You sure you're okay?
Oh, good. I'm all fine. I'm here with my friends. but
Okay,
thank
sure.
you.
As
If you
in the
need to-
background,
if
Kurt
you-
gets flung past.
If you, he's doing all right. No,
Okay,
yeah,
oh God.
if you need out at any point, just look for me or for Jean or Marios. All right, they'll look after you.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you.
You know, don't worry. He chucks you off to another partner.
Good fine hand.
Right, okay, in which case, Jock is going to sort of interpose, catch like who Susan or Kirk, whoever was like
Susan!
flagging his regs at the time.
Oh,
You know,
Jock, my goodness.
like continue the spin as it's going, and just say that Mr. Mason is invited his drinks for the band, and then I'm going to hugely throw him in direction of Kirk.
Kirk, I'm just gonna grab Kirk and sort of go, where are we going now?
Okay.
I'll
Rescue Kirk from this ocean of people
Yeah.
being flung hither and yon.
It's definitely a much touchier version of Strip the Willow. They didn't get super touchy with you guys, but they're being pretty touchy with each other. Just with
Lots of
everybody
hands
else.
on. Lots of rather than hands on hips, hands on hips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Right.
Yeah, definitely not something that you would have seen in the school hall, as everyone very awkwardly was forced to pick a partner
No
and shit
one,
like that.
no one is putting their jumpers over their sleeves. So this is not.
You have to touch
Holding
a
it with your
girl.
hands. like a leper. unclean.
Well, I was always pretty popular at that, but that's mostly because I was playing the guy. That's what you
I
get
was
for being
always
tall
the guy.
in
That's what I
primary
get for
school.
being tall.
Yeah.
I wish. I fucking wish. You
Because I got
lucky.
to dance with all the girls.
Yes. Right, okay, so, you all sort of gradually converge. So, Julian, you were with Reese from the get-go. You've brought the drinks over for him. As you approach, all three of the girls turn and look at you and go, "Oh, he's got another one. He's got another one, right? Come on, then. Which one are you, then? Come on, sit down." And they shove over and, like, drag you down into the booth.
Oh yeah, no, Julian is absolutely going along with all of this.
It's just like-
This is entirely fine.
Right, hello, darling. What's your name, then?
Well, oh, I'm Julian, and I understand Reese here has something of a reputation then.
He's not as much as one of, not as much as I wish he did. At least then he wouldn't be in my flat all the fucking time. Reese looks fucking humiliated, but also like he's used to this.
He's the only guy in a entirely female, like, presumably. What kind of thing do they play? Like, are they a rock band?
You
Are they a
don't know.
dance troupe? What the
You
fuck are
don't
they?
know.
You heard like one of their songs.
You heard one of their songs, which was a cover of
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Parody
yeah, it
Union.
was.
Oh yeah, so it was. Yeah. Just he's the only guy in an all-girl band. He's going to be the subject of much mockery. That's how this works.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, Reese had no idea when we first talked to you. Were so interesting.
Oh, he's not. He's incredibly boring compared to the rest of us.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
Yeah, this is the woman who was singing, who's talking to you right now. She introduces herself as Annie Quick, and then introduces the rest of them. The girl in the wheelchair is Dave Wilkie, apparently. And the girl who you've been looking for is called Jade Queen. She seems like the quietest out of them, mostly just sits with her drink and like occasionally nods or whatever. Dave and and Annie are very interested in you. Mostly in a, okay, what can we do here? What havoc can we wreak kind of way.
So June will recognise when he's become a project,
Yeah.
basically.
It's not even necessarily a project, it's more sort of, what chaos can we sow here? How uncomfortable can we make our friend right now?
Little do they know, Julian is down for that.
Yes.
Like, oh, you just want some fuckery? Let's go!
I was just writing down the names of all the members of the band, and I have already. The only one I managed to forget is the one that I really needed to know, which is the lady guitarist,
Jade Queen.
Jade Queen. I'm literally going to call her the guitarist of our dreams, just in case. What her title is.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I think me and Kirk have sort of made our way over.
Yeah, you guys have, the three of you have now made your way over. Dave, who is not like sitting in the booth, but her chair is like up next to it, looks up at you and goes, "Oh, well, it's gonna be a squeeze," and rolls out of the way so that you guys can be squished into these booths.
Okay. I don't mean to be any trouble or anything.
Oh, please, don't worry about it, Kirk. Oh, let me do introductions. This is Kirk. Kirk, say hello, darling.
Hello.
There's a chorus of "Hi."
This lovely little thing here is Susan.
Hi.
And of course, this is our resident Scott Jock.
Hi. Yay. It's just like, oh, so what? And Annie goes, oh, so what are you all doing here tonight? We've not seen you in here before. We've been kind of regularly playing for a while. You new?
Susan was invited.
Oh yeah. By one of you, or?
I was given your, or I came across your leaflet advertising. We thought we'd come and try something new.
You came for us?
You looked interesting.
That's so sweet! She like reaches out and like clasps your hand, like, oh, so sweet!
Oh, you were very good.
Uh-huh, thank you! Oh, that's so nice of you.
I particularly liked the songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's we like trying out different things. We switch a lot between genres and stuff, and just it's important right now. It felt like we should do something about it. She's like sort of leaning into Jade, who is the deepest into the booth, basically fully squished up against the wall, just like, this is fine. This is fine.
I really liked the last one he played.
Yeah? You a big fan of
It's the kind of thing that my parents introduced me to pretty young.
Oh yeah, cool. Your parents the fun type.
I guess. They're my parents.
Yeah, how fun can a
They're very
parent really
nice.
be?
Yeah, your parents are really nice.
Thanks. Yeah.
Reese has like quietly handed out drinks to everybody that they're meant to go to and gives you two a Coca-Cola bottle each.
Thank you.
Kirk's just like holding onto it, like shaking a little bit. You can see the liquid inside dancing. Like. He also keeps looking between Susan and her hand-holding friend.
I mean, she's stopped now, but she did like sort of like the hand grasp thing and then pulled back a little bit.
Looking back at Susan with a kind of trying to ask her if she's okay without like actually saying it. We're like, but we were never close enough in school to have developed an eyebrow language.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we're just kind of yeah, just gonna sit and like sip at his drink in the most awkward way possible.
So, Reese, tell me, obviously he's from up north, across the wall. What about the rest of you?
Oh, well, Annie speaks up again. Me and Jade were sort of local. We came from kind of around here, just like the towns on the outskirts and stuff like that. Dave's from Wales, but you wouldn't know it from her accent, so.
Oh, interesting. Oh, we have a couple of our locals as well. Susan, Kirk. They're from quite near here. I'm not sure if maybe they'll recognise the names better than I. I'm from further south, I'm afraid. Much to my shame, I'm sure.
We'll put up with it.
Oh,
If you're in here, you can't be that bad.
oh yeah, yes. I suppose it seems like a nice place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Reese is next to you, just goes, oh yeah, real nice. Yeah,
Like just Julian sort of remembering, it's like, oh no, I was being flamboyant in front of my work colleagues. Now need to remind them that I am in fact not like that and was clearly putting on an act to blend in.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
Think the three of us. Oh no! I think that Mr. Howard Mason might be a bit gay. This is totally new information to us.
It might be.
We have never suspected the flamboyancy to be anything other than being a Londoner.
I mean, to Jock, it might actually be new news because Jock doesn't have that much interaction with him.
I like that you rolled up and we went Londoner, gay, both. We're going with both.
How long have you been a band?
Oh, we've been a band for nearly a year now.
Only a year.
Yeah, we've been sort of just doing little gigs that we could get here and there around Manchester, and the owner here, she took a chance on us. She likes us, so we play a few nights a week here.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds good, but it's very loud as well. Yes. Would be. I would find it very difficult to be in here that often. But you're obviously not me, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Dave just nudges you a little bit and goes, "Don't worry, it's not for everybody. You're okay."
I'm just not used to this many people.
Yeah,
I'm not very good people.
Don't worry about it. And if you need to duck out, no one's gonna be a dick.
The concept that anyone would be a dick if he ducked out had not occurred to Kirk until this exact moment, and now he's more frightened.
Oh
Oh, baby.
Has Jade actually said anything since we sort of converged, or she
no!
just sit in
Basically
the corner?
nothing. She's just sort of sitting in the corner drinking. She's smiled at you guys a few times, but she's basically just letting Annie and Dave and Reese do the talking. Yes, Viv.
Can I use again my body language investigation skill to see if, specifically looking forward to see if she recognizes us?
Yeah, I was wanting to do the same.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, make rolls.
So what investigation?
I've got mine's body language specifically because I took that as my specialty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my investigation and visuality is both senses, so I'm not sure if. I mean, unless she gives off some weird vibe, I guess.
I mean,
but...
you could also try.
Sure, call. You can roll it if you want.
You could also try empathy if you've got that, or socialize maybe.
I do also socialize at 2 dots, but I've got the specialty and.
If you want to do the wolf kind of sense, you can.
Okay,
You
sure.
might not get any good response, but you can try it.
Sure, I'll just be seeing if there's any, sort of tapping into the that bit of the sort of senses and seeing if there's anything not necessarily human vibes, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys both roll and tell me what you got.
I got 3 successes.
Okay.
One exploded, but then it failed, so 3 successes.
3 successes. Still counts as a success.
What we're rolling it with? Presence?
Yeah, probably presence. Or possibly wits.
Oh, I just did a solid.
The
Should
same, anyway.
I just take that as 3, or should I re-roll for presence?
Successes. Don't worry about it. We'll just do it like this. If you guys are okay with it, because you both succeeded anyway. So.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, okay, so Jock, you don't get the kind of sense of her being anything other than what she looks like, which is just a human in her 20s who looks kind of tired. Yeah, Julian, she's not behaving like she's recognized any of you guys or anything like that. She looks like the way that she's coming down from the high of performing is just to chill. Like, her friends are very bubbly and excited and running on adrenaline, and her way of coping with it is clearly just to sit in a corner and listen and not take part too much. She seems quite happy, but she's lower energy.
Okay. I think, because I'm assuming, because we're all cramped together, Julian would have heard the exchange between Kirk and Dave, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
You're all kind of having to speak up a bit to be heard over the club and stuff like that, so.
As I'm just trying to think if, like, because Jill might take that as an excuse to take Kirk outside and then be like, debrief him with, like, she does not. If let's all assume we're all recognizing this woman, she doesn't recognize us. So what the hell do you mean about dreams, kind of thing? So I think that's going to be the plan. So, Julian will turn to Kirk. So, Kirk, you know, you mentioned maybe needing to find somewhere quieter for a few moments. Perhaps we'll get some fresh air together?
Yes, miss. Yes, that's a good idea.
Look, please, this way. I think it's this way.
Okay, you leave Kirk out of the bar.
Okay. So when we get, presumably actually maybe if there's I'm assuming if there's like an outdoor smoking area, because I know smoking will be allowed indoors at this stage, but I mean like obvious if there's a bit outside, so we don't basically need to try and get past the bouncer and stuff again.
Like a back door onto an alley
quieter.
sort of thing.
Probably not for this place, but like you can probably get back in quite easily. There's not a huge line, and the bouncer's not. She's gonna recognize you guys.
Yeah, no, she knows. But yeah, we'll just try and find somewhere quiet outside then, or quieter outside.
Are all clubs like that?
I wouldn't know. That woman, Jade, who we all seem to recognize, she does not know us. So, what on earth were you talking about?
What? Talking about?
Mentioned a dream, all clearly shared it, all clearly saw her.
Running through the fields? Little rabbit saying prophetic things, or semi-prophetic things that actually come from a really nice children's book that's actually really terrifying.
What do you mean by this?
I had a really weird dream, and you were all in it, and she was in it, and I think it's important.
That's exceptionally vague of you. Thank you. She's gonna be very clearly exceptionally stressed about this.
Okay, it's really, you won't believe me if I explain, but, sometimes dreams are really important, and they tell you important things, and they lead you to important places, and Susan's been going through this whole thing where she's, like, getting a wee bit more stressed than normal, and also has getting weird communications from a weird guy, and I thought maybe that this might all be tied together, the weird communications and the weird guy who led us to the place with the woman who was in our dreams. I mean, my dreams, I don't know that none of you had the dreams.
We're an idiot. We should ask if she knows him.
That's a really good idea, Mr. Herb Mason.
It is, isn't it? Right, let's go.
Yes.
Emma.
So, on that subject, I'm gonna like have a look around and see if I spot the guy, considering he sort of invited.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to make a roll? Some sort of perception thing?
Yes. What will it be? Let me see. There is a perception. Is there a perception one? What is it? Is it investigation?
Yeah, that'll do.
Probably have to be. No, I don't see shit.
You don't see shit?
It's very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Lots
loud,
of people, too many people moving around. Hard to get an eye on anyone in particular.
Cool. That's. I just sit really awkwardly, make small talk with the band.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of music do you usually like?
Oh my god, I've been thinking about 80s music. Shit. Oh, I normally like whatever's on the radio in the car in the morning. I know that's probably quite different, which is why I came, because I thought I'd listen to something a bit different. What
Reese says, you know, people like what they like, and it's cool that you thought to branch out.
Yes.
Yes, Faith.
Can I just get a reminder of what the design on the poster that we got that advertised them looked like?
God, what did I tell you guys? It was basically just like a typical gaudy club poster. You kind of, you know, the stuff that you'd see stuck up places. It was lots of bright colors with the Inferno plastered across the top and featuring the Defiant Darlings. And there wasn't like a picture of them on it or anything. It was mostly just text.
Right. Okay. So there wasn't like an image that was similar to what we may or may not have seen in our dreams. Then.
No.
Damn it. Okay.
I mean, there was a fair few fire motifs on the leaflet because the place is literally called the Inferno, but that's the closest connection that you can think of there.
Okay. Fair. Never mind then.
Yeah. So Kirk and Julian, you guys get back.
Oh, sorry about that. I just needed a bit of air. Got very stuffy all of a sudden. Yes, I the air did clear things up. I did recall, having seen your posters, there was a gentleman who also referred us to you. Said, you know, if we were planning on seeing you, that we would enjoy the experience. And out of character, totally forgotten his name.
His name is Eddie Hicks.
That was Eddie here.
I wanted to say Nix, but I couldn't. I knew it was something. But yeah, like, he was a new start at our firm. We all worked together. See, it was Eddie Hicks.
Jade drops her glass on the table. It doesn't break, but it does tip over.
Kirk's just immediately there with like napkins, trying to help.
Where did you find those? Okay, thanks.
They were on the side.
Right, yeah.
Like a plastic McDonald's dispenser thing.
Yeah, I was assuming. This place is, you know, tacky as only the 80s can be, so I just assumed. Are you okay? You seem... was that a bad thing to say? Is he not nice?
Jade's kind of frozen for a minute. Her friends are sort of keeping the look on their face if this is all fine, but they are watching her like, oh my god, what's going on?
Do you need some fresh air or something?
No, I think that'd be worse. Yeah, Reese, I'm gonna need to stay at yours. Reese just looks terrified and nods slowly.
Should he not know where you are?
No.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
I'm really sorry.
Well, I'm glad that we mentioned him then, so that you know.
Yes, especially. And Julian's just gonna look pointedly at Susan, like this isn't his story to tell, but he knows something's up.
We were kind of expecting to maybe see him tonight.
We didn't invite him or anything. It's just that, well, he kind of gave us the leaflet in the first place.
Susan was about to suggest if they want to go to the bathroom, but
the band seems to be pausing and looking like they don't know what to do, and then Annie immediately takes over the situation and goes, okay, I think that's enough for us for tonight. We're gonna get Jade home. Are you guys gonna be okay?
I think so.
I'm really sorry if we ruined this, but is he someone we should avoid? It's just he started at our company, and he's been trying to talk to me.
Jade's eyes like snap up towards you.
And we were concerned about his invitation to just Susan tonight, so we thought we'd tag along.
That was why I
make sure she was okay.
Okay.
He doesn't exactly give off good vibes.
Creepy.
He is. He and I grew up in the same town around here, and we went to school together.
Can I ask which town?
She rattles off the name of like a town that's like, it's not Dunmore, basically.
Yeah, that's the only real thing I needed to know, whether or not it was Dunmore.
It's not Dunmore. Yeah, no, he, when we were teenagers, he skipped town, after trying to lock me in a basement. And hadn't heard about him since, but he was obsessive. He stalked me for months before that. No one would believe me or do anything about it until that happened. But yeah, if he's back here, that's bad, and if he's interested in you, that's bad.
Mr. Howard Mason, is there anything we can do to...
Susan, I will talk to Mr. Douglas immediately. I'll bring this directly to his attention. I'll make sure that we can ensure your safety during work hours at the very least. I'm sure if we went to the police and at least mentioned our concerns, that something would be done, some sort of support could be offered.
Annie's got an arm around Jade now, and Jade looks at her and says, I don't want to go home, but I'm sick of being driven out of my own home.
He's I don't know where he's staying. Actually, Mr. Howard Mason, do you know where he lives? Can you find out?
I could absolutely find out. It'll be in our company records.
We work in Dunmore. That's where he is working. Well, I'll say the name of the company, the particular mine we work at.
It's Fortescue's Colliery.
Fortescue's Colliery, was where we work. So in theory, that's roughly where he should be, most of the time.
Yeah, I don't, I doubt the cops will actually do anything about it because the case is so old. Like, it's probably nearly been 10 years. And even if the,
How old does Jade look?
She looks like she's in her, mid-20s at the oldest.
Susan just slowly starting to look really ill.
But like when she says 10 years, Kirk's just entire face just goes completely white. Like he's like, oh, you were. He was also a child.
Like he was a teenager. Yeah, he was like 2 years older than me.
I'm really, really sorry. Like, we shouldn't have. I mean, we should have, but You're obviously very upset, and it's because of the thing that we said, and I'm very sorry about that. You need to look after yourself, and we need to make sure Susan's okay.
Reese says, honestly, it's a good thing you said, because now we know he's around.
I mean, he wasn't in work the other day, but do you want me to tell him not to come round here if you guys are playing?
He definitely knows you're here. The band, at least, even if he doesn't know that you're in the band.
Jade, like, actually crumples in on herself a bit at this point and goes, fuck, I'm gonna have to move. Reese goes, look, we're not thinking about that tonight, okay? We'll just... we'll go around to yours, get what you need, we'll all go, all the band, we'll go get your stuff, and then you can come stay at mine as long as you need to, and we'll see what we can work out.
The, for the other party members, the three people here who actually know Kirk, Kirk actually looks angry. He looks livid. He looks like he might want to go and deck a guy. And this is not a facial expression even Susan has ever seen on his face before. He looks properly angry. Just trying to keep himself together. And like...
Susan, how do you feel about maybe... I would hate to...
Jock is just going to scan the room again and make sure he's not lurking anywhere nearby.
Okay.
Jill would be like, trying to be like, you know, I'd hate to presume anything, but perhaps you should also have company for the next few nights. Is there somewhere you could stay?
I mean, I've got my mum and my brother at home, so,
And they're at home most nights with you, yes? And I'm just down the road.
Yeah, I think, like, I think just being at home with my mum would help. Susan started to get like like worked up.
We should go.
Yeah, it's
let's
really warm in here.
Reese stands up and sorry, this is just me readjusting. Reese stands up and basically like starts piling people at the booth and is like, yeah, we'll all walk out together, yeah, come on.
Yes, that sounds like a capital idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, hang on. He reaches over to the bar and snags something, and then looks at Julian and goes, I was hoping to do this under better circumstances, and grabs your wrist and writes a phone number on your arm.
Yes.
That's the number of the flat where I stay, alright? If you can contact us with any information and stuff, that'd be good.
Oh, no, absolutely, of course. For this situation entirely, only.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so you guys leave the bar. So who of you are watching out for potential danger right now? Because I'm going to need you to make a roll for me. Okay? Roll something.
Yeah, because I think Julian
I
will mostly
failed already. I'm in the shit, so.
Julian will be keeping mostly an eye on Susan, and then also like trying to find his car.
Yeah,
Investigation and... Do we decide what investigation goes with for looking around?
Probably wits, maybe or intelligence if you would prefer that. I can see it going with either, depending on what
Same in
you
both,
prefer.
so... Hang on, I'll double check.
And wits and it for me are both 2, so it doesn't really matter either way.
Yeah, so Susan, as you're all walking out, Jade sticks kind of close to you. She's like fully flanked by her friends, but she also seems to be going close to you. And she looks over at you, and you're about the same height. And she kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah, you fit."
Is it 7
both
plus
of
or
them
8
look.
plus? Is it 7 plus or 8 plus? Sorry.
8 plus.
8 plus. Okay.
The two of you do look quite similar. You've got similar builds, similar hair.
He's got like a type.
Similar sort of appearance. She goes, "Yeah, he was always when we were growing up. And nobody ever stopped him or called him on it until it was too late. But, look, he's a bully and all bullies are the same. Make him bleed and he'll back off."
I'll remember that for next time.
Yeah, so, Kirk. What'd you get?
Firstly, I got 3.
Okay.
Three successes. Yeah, so the second one depends on whether or not I spy anything interesting.
Okay. Jock, what did you roll? 2 successes? Okay. So you guys kind of follow the band around to a side alley where there is an incredibly, like, it's well looked after, but it's also ancient sort of Volkswagen, like, camper van type deal.
I believe the expression is well loved.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But a little bit smaller, like one of those kind of smaller types that you still see around today.
Looks like Kirk's parents' car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Mystery machine. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah, they pile everyone into it, and then basically like wave to you guys as they're getting ready to go off. And as they are, the two of you who are on watch, notice something a bit weird. You notice a car that is too nice to really be in this neighborhood. And in it, in the front seats, you can see a young woman who looks like she's in her mid-late 20s at the oldest, behind the driver's seat, and in the passenger seat you can see Eddie Hicks. As the band drives off, the car follows them.
No idea how I'm going to explain it. Fuck, okay.
I don't think we should let them go. We should follow them.
How far away did we park our car?
You're probably like 2 streets away.
Too far away. Kirk, who has had a weird expression on his face basically ever since the club, just says, "I will explain it later, but I'm making my own way home." And then is going to leave. And try and disappear, basically.
Okay.
I think Jock's gonna do similar, actually. Try and...
Are they going to tell
Are
Julie
you going
and
to
Susan
communicate
what the fuck's going on?
what the hell's happening at all?
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I think
Jock will say
think-
something similar
yeah.
along the lines of, yeah, we'll see you back in
yeah,
time.
they'll probably say that car, like, before going, that car's following them. That's Eddie, sort of thing. And then say, I'll make my own way back. Mr. Howard Mason, look after Susan. And then just, like, step backwards. And fingers crossed if I roll this right, hopefully the plan is to step backwards into the shadows and fucking vanish. So,
Okay.
Woo.
listen. I got the woo powers, I might as well use them.
But we've literally still got some rave music going.
Oh, I
so
should
then-
turn that off or down.
It's muffled, we're outside.
I'm so
Yeah.
bad at keeping track of what's playing.
Oh, here we go, some street.
Okay, so I
Sounds.
rolled. I rolled 6 dice,
Mm-hmm.
and I have 7 successes.
Ha.
Ooh!
Nice. Yeah, that...
So one of my dice exploded. 2 of my dice exploded, and one of them exploded twice. So,
God damn.
Yeah, Kirk's gone.
yeah,
Kirk's just fucking gone.
yeah, not like turned on his heel and ran away. Like he stepped backwards into the shadows, and now you just literally cannot see him. You have no idea where he's gone.
We need to go now too. It's gonna.
I mean, Jock isn't going to do anything nearly as dramatic. Jock is just going to,
Yeah.
start making his way off.
I mean, my plan is to run after, but I had to disappear first because you can't see me running after them. Otherwise, you'll be like, "How are you keeping up with a fucking car?" So,
I am also going to try and use a gift, though, if that's all right.
Okay.
I'm going to use the 2-dot crescent moon gift. Basically, just try and get a local spirit to help me follow the car where it's going.
Okay.
Probably not fully realizing what he's doing at this point, but something instinctual in the back of mind is, sorry.
yeah, like you're just going, "Where have they gone?" And your brain goes, "That way."
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need to roll for that, or is that just something? that you
Yeah,
can-
it's there's a dice roll involved. Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely do that if you would roll for that, please.
Let's just fucking fill for a second, quickly.
Yeah, so just for visualization purposes, so it's like we saw them enter, and I'm assuming there was no way, like, it's not like we were physically in between, like, the car with Eddie in it and the camper, the way the road was set up, yeah.
Mhm.
Because I was just checking, I was like,
We're
it
not-
drives off. No, it doesn't! And Julian flings his scrawny body through the windscreen.
Does it have an open window? Excellent. Whee! Yeah. So I assume they're not exactly going extreme speeds
That's
on
the
the
center of
roads
I-
of the city. Yeah.
Get no successes on
Oh.
all the dice, and our botch thing that's in the system.
Yeah, kind of.
Because if they are, I rolled a 1, so that would be
Okay.
a crit fail.
Cool. So what happens is instead of any spirits showing up to help you, the guy from the bar shows up next to you, slings an arm around you, goes, "Where are we going, mate?"
Oh God! Really? Is that?
You knew it. Okay, I'm cool. I'm good now.
Is that the way you're doing that? Fair enough. Yeah, okay, I'll just, think nothing of it. Like, yeah, I'm going to try and make my way, at least with him, till I can try and shake him a bit.
Oh, come on, there's a way we can do this faster.
What do you mean?
You know there's a way we can do this faster. And he morphs into a wolf in front of your eyes. And then he does that little dog thing of like skipping around your ankles, like, come on!
I'm gonna take a few steps back and just look at him and just say, what?
We've run faster like this, the wolf speaks.
I don't think... What? Just blinking.
Viv, yeah.
Are we seeing this?
How far
I would
away
have done this once I was far
You
enough away
did your
from
magic
the
shit further
Just
away?
check
Okay,
it,
so
just
no.
check it, because we did just see characters appear. So I wanted to know how much we're putting Julian through right now.
How much stress are you all under right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, Jock's the only one who sees this. Come on, you gotta remember how to do it. I mean, I know I'm forgetful as hell, but come on.
I mean, in a sort of, kind of, you know, how much have I drunk? Fuck it, let's give it a try. Jock's going to try something, I guess.
I mean, I think in this system you basically don't have to roll for it. You can kind of just
Yeah,
do it
no,
at
I'm pretty sure
will.
just do it, but yeah.
Yeah, so what form are you taking?
I mean, I believe the fastest is full wolf. No, near wolf. I mean, yeah, like if what's on his mind is just gotta go as fast as they can, like he'll aim for whichever form's fastest. Then.
Okay. Let's say because of the fact that he's literally just turned into a wolf in front
Yeah.
of you, you're gonna go full wolf as well.
Sure. And then just sort of stop, really confused, like a, what?
Come on then! And he runs after the car.
Yeah, sure, just follow. I guess.
Yep, so, you two who have been abandoned in the alley by your friends.
You may or may not hear a howl disappearing off
Oh,
into the distance.
no.
At least we left the two who can drive on the
Yeah.
way to find the car, you know? We didn't just
Yeah.
abandon them without a designated driver.
Can we find a phone box so you can call them? Did they give you an address, or was it just the number?
It was just the number.
Oh my god, they won't be home yet.
We need to get the car.
You guys start legging it to the car, and Susan, as you do hear a howl from a couple of streets over, and that's fucking weird. It's the middle of a city. Why the hell is something howling? It doesn't sound like a fox either. And you glance up at the moon, and you hear that voice in your head again go, don't you just want to go fucking ape shit sometimes?
I want to go away. I'm a power.
happens
I'm a
beyond
power
that.
through.
Yep.
I'm
you
a
can
power
just-
through. I'm just running.
You can just power through.
Susan will drive.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the idea of it just not even being requested. I'm just like,
Oh,
and they're just in the
door.
car. Just like,
Yeah. Oh, imagine if it was one of those cars that had a phone in it. That would be,
Yeah, no,
that would
that's-
be very
that's-
practical. Phone
that's-
box is.
that's literally one of Julian's short-term aspirations is to buy a new car, and that's the way he's got his
Oh,
life.
and have a
Put
phone
the
in it. See that's the yeah.
So we can have this generation's version of a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Julian,
guess
high
we'll
or low?
Hi.
Okay. Okay. There's a drunk passed out on your car when you get there.
No, go away.
Just. I'll be like, sir, miss, madam, person, drunk.
Drunkard.
Can Julian try to bodily heave the trunk off his car?
Okay, make some sort of check for that, please.
Athletics and strength?
Yeah,
Wait.
that'll work good.
Oh
Oh, is Susan feeling something?
no, I've just got points in throwing people specifically.
How you feeling after? How you feeling, sis?
Oh, pretty fuming. Like,
How, yeah,
I
you feel pretty
can
fucking.
just throw a drunk. Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah.
Do you wanna? Yeah, throw a
Yeah.
drunk, Susan.
What would it be? It'll be with strength.
Yeah,
Is
it will be.
A dice a point? That's gonna be a lot of...
Yeah.
Oh god, right, hold on. One... Hold on. Oh no! I can't tell if that's a 6 or a 9. No, that's a 9. We're good. I'd call it 2 successes, I think.
Okay, that's good enough right now. Susan, in a bout of fury, just strides towards this guy, drags him up by the shoulders, and throws him with enough force that he goes off the ground for a minute and into the dumpster next to you.
Well, that'll do it.
He pokes his head out and goes, "What happened?" And then ducks back down again into the dumpster.
Sorry, totally hijacked your moment, but I was...
No,
something.
that's sure works. I was like,
Oh,
Julian actually got like a success, like an explosion, and I was just like, no, he'll be able to. So I imagine it's more like Julian is able to like get him up off the car,
Yeah.
and then you're just like,
And I take over and lob him.
by
Threw
his
him
collar.
into the bin.
Yeah. Susan was already in the seat of the driver's
Yeah, I'm assuming it was just a beautiful 1-2 motion of throw man, open car door, sit down.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Julian, it's been a night.
it sure has. Yeah.
Yeah,
He'll-
Susan's just going to sort of like, start driving in a direction.
You know the rough direction that it went in from just guessing. Do you guys want to make some sort of check to try and track this?
I was going to look out for a telephone box while we're going.
Okay, yeah,
Just
you
in
can
case
keep an
they
eye
get
out.
home first and we can call.
So I've not got like streetwise or anything, but could wits, just as like a pure wits or a wits
you
and
can-
investigation, but
You
without
can-
like body language, like just so
Yeah,
just
just
the
wits
plain-
investigation can work pretty well.
Yeah. Okay, so that's still pretty good then. So that's...
One success on a looking out for phone box.
That's good. Five successes.
Ooh, boy.
I got a double explodey boy.
Excellent. Yes. So, how do I want to do this? Yeah. Okay. So, Julian, you are able to like really easily figure out where they will have been going, and
Probably
about
from
the
having
point.
driven around the area a fair
Yeah,
amount.
kind of. So you're able to basically figure out where they're going, and at about the point where you're starting to think, "Oh God, we're not catching up. What's going to happen here?" You see two wolves just running down the fucking street, and something in you goes, "Fuck it, may as well," and just starts following and just tells Susan to follow the wolves.
Okay.
Susan, darling, do you see those wolves? Large dogs, rather.
Yes.
Just follow them.
Okay. Why not?
He's not
Sure.
steered you wrong so far with directions, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll start following.
Okay, so one way or another, all of you end up following the car, and eventually you all end up outside a sort of tenement type estate. It's not really an estate. You end up outside a block of tenements, basically. The van goes basically in under an archway and into like the center of where a bunch of houses, where a bunch of buildings form a sort of inner courtyard type thing, and parks there. The car stops a little ways away, just on a curb, and seems to be watching the building.
Right, so we've all met up, or are we all just around?
You're all around. But you can probably, all of you, figure out, well, Kirk and Jock, you can definitely figure out that Julian and Susan are here because you recognize the car when it pulls up and parks. The other two, you're just sort of like, what is happening? What are we doing?
Kirk's gonna be Kirk again. Turn back into Kirk. Go to the car, I guess.
To Julian and Susan's car?
No, the other car. Has no sense. So
Okay.
he followed the car all the way here, so we might as well go and talk to him.
Okay. You all see Kirk approaching the car.
Not quite sure how Kirk got here first, but he did.
I'm gonna give you guys a chance to react to Kirk doing this before Kirk gets to the car, if you want.
Somebody save my poor boy. He is very dumb.
Yeah, Susan will get out of the car.
I was gonna say, because I was planning on having Julian go to the car and do the, excuse me, you're not allowed to park here.
Right, okay. Jock is
Can the
gonna...
half of the party with sense please stop those of us who have none? You will see just there's a shadowy bit, and then Kirk is standing there, and he wasn't like 3 seconds ago, but he is, and then he just starts walking across the car. So
No. I'm out the car. And
Yeah.
I'm running over.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Don't do this on your own. Don't speak to him on your own. If he's that dangerous, don't do it, please.
Has anyone managed to warn them yet?
No, I was looking for a phone box. I don't know if there's one around, but I don't even know if they're back in their flat.
The other car, is there still people in it?
The car that had Hicks and the lady in it?
Yeah.
Yes, but as you guys are sort of clumped talking, the car kicks on, and a masculine figure opens the door and then gets out of the car, but as though he's been pushed, and sort of staggers a little bit, and then starts walking towards an alleyway, and the car does a turn and pulls up next to you guys with the young lady in it, just sort of looking at all of you. Well, he's outlived his usefulness anyway, so he's all yours. Bye, darlings. And then the car drives off.
I don't think I have anything that could. But Julian's all we've got here. We're relying on Julian to tell us anything about this woman.
I don't
know if there's-
think
yeah.
you would recognize her.
Right.
Have the band gone into the?
You lost sight of them after they went into the courtyard.
Oh, but this won't even be his flat. This will be Jade's. They're picking up her stuff first.
Right.
So we probably don't have any way to contact them.
I'm probably just gonna go for the alleyway if no one's
Yeah.
I was gonna have Julian suggest that Susan and Kirk try and track down the band, and then he was gonna go to the alleyway. So
I mean, Jock's already moving towards the alleyway to see what Eddie's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll head for the courtyard then.
I mean, presumably Jock also transferred back into human form, so it's not just a
little wolf shows up.
Brazil.
Why are you here now? What is going on?
Like, how the fuck did you two get here?
Yeah, actually, yeah, so if Julian and Susan go to the courtyard and see if they can get to the band, and be like, by the way,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if we do that,
Yeah, okay,
Team.
we will do that first. So, you two basically power walk to the courtyard, where Dave and Annie are still sitting in the van. Annie's behind the driver's seat, and she's looking in her like rear view mirror, and she sees you guys coming up, and like leans her head out the window, like, what the fuck? And then as you guys get up to the van, Reese and Jade come out of the building again. With Jade has like a backpack on her back, and Reese is holding like a duffel bag. And they pause and they like freeze when they see you, and they're like, "Hi."
He's here. He's here. They followed you in a car. You should go.
Okay, we're getting in. Jade, get in. Jade's like sort of frozen a bit stiff, and Reese like fully takes her by the elbows, slings the duffel up over his shoulder, takes her by the elbows, and leads her up to the van, where Dave like makes grabby hands and pulls her in.
Yeah. The boys have. He went down an alleyway. The boys have gone to look.
Okay, are you
just go?
Jade, like in a moment of weird, almost like she's snapping out of something, presses a set of keys into your hand.
Oh.
And is like, you shouldn't be out here if he's out here. You can go up to my flat and lock the door if you need to.
Okay.
We'll handle this. I'll call you with what happens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Wait, are we there? I thought it was only Susan and Kirk went to the alley.
No, Susan and Julian went. You and me
Oh,
are the
right.
boys.
You two went. You are the boys.
We're the
Yeah.
boys.
Julian didn't even flinch at that.
The lads.
Julian, I know that you're not quite as frazzled as Susan, so you might want to find out which flat is hers.
Julian is not a boy. He's a gentleman.
Yeah.
Okay. In this situation.
I mean, honestly, I'm assuming she either says or like it's on her keys or.
It's on the keys. It's on the keys.
Well, should we go up though? Like emergency.
Well, they're leaving. So like basically, they all get into the van.
I'll tell them before they go. Sorry, to watch out for the car with the girl in it in case that's still following.
Okay.
As well, I'll just give a description of the car. And
yeah, that's fine. Reese says thank you as he gets in the passenger seat, and Annie makes like the fucking tightest U-turn you've ever seen a van like that make, and speeds out the courtyard.
Susan, do you want to go up?
I want to make sure Kirk and Jock are okay first.
Okay, well,
we can always retreat into the flat if we need to.
Just stay close then, okay?
Okay.
And like Julian would just sort of like very much like kind of do the weird horror arm for if like Susan's happy to have him like hold her around the shoulders as they walk out or not.
Sure, she'll let it happen.
Okay, and then like go to the alley where Jock and Kirk disappeared doing Eddie. Presumably Eddie.
So we're gonna go back to you guys, Kirk and Jock. You guys basically make your way straight into the alleyway. What you see when you enter the alleyway, well, it's dark as fuck, but you can still see this pretty well. There is like a big bin type situation. They're not called dumpsters here, but I can't fucking remember what we do call them. So they're just
communal bins.
Just communal bins. Big fucking communal bin. And like a large lump that is covered by some sort of tarp next to it. And no sign of Eddie.
As we're making our way towards the alley, sort of Jock sort of looked at Kirk and go, if he gets, have you ever been in a fight?
Not with humans.
Right. Okay. Just try and stay behind me.
Okay, I can do that. When we get out, I'll ask you how you got here so fast, but I think I might know the answer.
It's been a weird night.
Yeah, it must be pretty weird for you guys.
It should be noted that the second wolf is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, like they're ever so often, like I'm looking around for him as well. And, okay, I guess he'll show up.
Go and check the tarp, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Underneath...
It's not a random homeless guy that we're gonna freak the hell out of.
He leaps at your face like a spider. No. You remove the tarp, and underneath is a fairly beaten up but well taken care of motorcycle.
Oh. Have a look around and see if there's any. I don't know.
Well, the alleyway is a dead end.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So unless he's spectacularly sneaky,
and
he shouldn't have been able to get past you.
Doors or.
You're going down the alleyway, and Kirk's just like hiking himself up to look
checking
in the bins.
Yeah. Trash, real bad smelling trash.
Checking behind anything or under anything you can hide under.
Search around and you can't find anything.
The rays. Kirk is also kind of looking up.
Okay, since you are looking up, you will notice that there is an old external fire escape that should have been fucking removed, but hasn't been. And that is a fair bit above your head with no ladder coming down from it.
Doc's just gonna sort of look around. If there's something to, like, jump on nearby, like a dumpster.
Yeah, I mean, there is the bin, but it's still quite a jump.
If not, then he's just gonna, like, run towards the wall and try and sort of get a little bit hit on the wall before jumping off and grabbing for the ladder then.
Okay, that'll definitely be some sort of athletics-based thing.
Roughly how high up is it?
You
could give me it in stories if you can't do it in feet or meters.
It's probably up to, like, the first story.
Okay.
First floor. Or ordinary, like, before there would have been a ladder that you could pull down, or but that's not a thing. For whatever reason, you think it's busted
I
off
get a
or
success.
something like that. A success? How many dice do you roll? Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, no, you can't reach it as you are right now.
Hey Jock, how strong are you?
I mean, I work in the mine for a living, decently. Why?
Think you could get me on your shoulders?
I mean, Kirk's fairly small, right?
Kirk's a scrawny lad. The only muscle he has is because he works with the machines.
I mean, yeah, like, in that case, yeah, I could probably yeet Kirk up to the ladder relatively easily.
Are you throwing him or are you boosting him?
I boosted him, yeah.
Thank you for not yeeting me!
Like a cheerleader.
I have no idea how to catch you.
Yeah,
oh, no.
You guys don't really need to roll for this. You can boost him up so that he can get his hands on. He will need to pull himself up, but then, yeah, you can do that. So yeah, you're on an incredibly treacherous fire escape.
I'm really glad he doesn't have the same fears as I do, because I am, like, a little bit anxious at the concept of being on this fire escape, because I'm picturing it and I'm like, oh, it would be wobbly and high up and ah! And Kirk's just like, this is fine. Need some more screws though. So yeah, he's gonna try and climb the fire escape. You know, I assume it goes round and up.
Yeah, I mean it does, but what are you looking for?
Basically just keeping an eye out to see if he can see where Eddie went.
Make a roll of some description.
If he went up this fire escape, then he's presuming you'll find him at the top. Okay. Okay, investigation.
While that's being rolled, is the skip on, like, wheels or anything, like, can it just be, like, moved over relatively easily, or?
It's got wheels, but it's chained to the ground.
Oh, so it's not like if this was a video game, you could just move it over. Everyone
that wasn't the plan.
Like a game of Uncharted.
3
'Cause
successes?
I got 3 successes, and there's no way that I can pull Jock up, so that's not happening.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, so this fire escape goes basically all the way to the top of the building. And you don't find him on the fire escape, and you've got no way of knowing what window he went into because they all seem to be closed and have their curtains drawn. One of them has a cat sitting in it that looks at you and hisses.
Kirk restrains himself from growling at it. No. Something in the back of his brain going, Chase! I'm like, no, stop it. Yeah, he will check top of the fire, like the roof, to see if it is one of these flat roofs that so many action movie chases take place on. Kirk is entirely the wrong person to do an action movie chase over the rooftops, but he'll give it a damn good college try.
Yeah, you're not meant to be able to access the roof of this building either from inside or outside, but it is flat. But you'd have to climb a bit to get to it.
Okay. So once he's checked the fire escape, once he's seen that you can't really get to the roof, and he's kind of looked, you can see the whole fire escape. You probably won't have to go all the way up.
No, you'd be able to see someone on the higher levels, you reckon?
Yeah. So he's kind of.
Jock will probably shout up at some point, like,
Sorry.
any sign of him up there.
I can't see anything. probably went inside. Like a coward! He's gonna come back down. Unless his yelling of coward at the windows like makes somebody come out, at which point he will go down faster.
No, nothing happens. Yeah, when you get back down to the bottom, that's about when Susan and Julian come into the alleyway.
Just in time to see Kirk like drop from the fire escape to the floor. Bonk.
Does anything happen?
I mean,
Where is
Jock
he?
will
Where's
try
he?
and catch Kirk on the way down.
I don't know if that'll make it worse, to be honest. Like a straight drop of one story isn't too hard.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do that, but that's because my bones like pretending that they're actually made out of like crunchy cereal mix.
Yeah.
So Kirk has perfectly functioning bones. He would be fine.
Julian will sort of like whip his head around, like, well, where's Eddie?
Best guess, he went up there.
I'm sorry, we couldn't find him.
Should be noted, of the buildings that you can access from that inner courtyard, this is the one that Jade and Reese came out of.
Okay.
Like this is
This
the
is
fire
the back
escape is
of that one, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna jangle the keys then.
I mean,
I
unless
think I have
he
a-
went into her apartment,
I think I have a good guess.
flat, whatever we call it.
Yes,
maybe
I
we should
think that's
go
a
and
good
check.
idea. Definitely. Together, let's go.
Make sure he doesn't leave anything for her or like himself.
Hmm.
Could one
They're
of
away
us-
anyway.
Should one of us stay here in case he tries to bolt back out?
If you want, maybe that would be a good idea.
I can do that.
Or if you
Or
guys
you can-
back up, flush him out,
Let's-
and we try and catch him down here.
I think maybe we should make sure that two people stay with Susan, since he seems to, you know.
You stay here, Kirk. Jock and I will take Susan upstairs.
And Susan,
Mm.
you just be careful.
You too.
Like he's definitely giving her a look that implies that there's more to his sentence, but you probably have no idea what the extra bit is. You're just like, he's going, if you see, and you're like, what?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Hmm.
And he will just kind of like look up at the sky and then look back down again and be like, careful.
Yeah. Okay.
And hope to God she has some idea that he's being like, do not rip a man into small pieces. Thank you.
I'm so angry though.
I don't even know that you threw a man into a dumpster, and I'm
You don't
still
know
worried
that.
about you.
Hey, it's fine. Kirk's only told Susan not to do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't know for sure that Julian has the ability to do that, and he trusts that if Jock does it, he'll be fine.
So, Kirk, as you guys are having this conversation, you get like a weird feeling in the back of your head, and then you hear a voice go, I don't mean to be mean, but you're not Chief Rabbit. You shouldn't go alone. And then the feeling subsides.
He just kind of like looks behind him for a second, and it's like, maybe I shouldn't stay here by myself. Maybe that's not a good idea.
If you want to come, you... yeah, maybe it's a good idea. Maybe you should come with us. It might be a good idea.
Okay.
It's been surely if he comes out of that fire escape, we hear him drop.
Not exactly quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll come with you.
Mystery gang, let's go.
Yeah.
Like he's properly like
I've got a
just being like,
torch. Like,
fuck. Oh
I mean,
man,
I was gonna say that Julian probably has a torch in his car.
this is
I bet.
this is the first game in so long where someone's been like, oh man, does anyone have a torch? And like the entire group hasn't gone, I have dark vision immediately.
Ah, yeah.
We have 12 senses, same thing, right?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest, but like I think that would have
That's
involved
why
us
I'm not being
actually-
particularly strict on you guys.
Yeah, I think it would
Also,
only
like,
be
you're in the
noticeable.
center of a city, it's not
What do
Yeah,
you mean
exactly
everyone
that
goes to a
dark.
club night with a torch? What are you on about? Obviously.
it's actually just
Julian
glow
probably
sticks.
does have one in his car.
Julian
Yeah.
just has a stack of glow sticks. For...
Just like, why do you have these, Mr. Howard Mason? It's a work expense.
Emergency.
Art.
Yeah.
It's when the light goes out in the mine, you drop one down.
Yeah,
On a
or just
string.
does that direct stare and slowly closes the glove boxes. You saw nothing.
Alright,
So-
so
know what you're
Brendan.
talking
Susan
about.
found them looking for change for the phone box and just didn't say anything.
Let's not talk about the things Susan might have found in Julian's car that she doesn't talk about.
Alright, so
So
heading
you guys make your way around to the front of the building, and using the keys that Jade gave you, you open the door into the close and look up the stairs. You're going to level 6 of this building, and there is no lift because of course there isn't. It's an old tenement.
Obviously not.
So you've got to do a bit of climbing, and that's where we're going to take our break, everybody. So thank you very much if you've tuned in so far. Come back in about 10-ish minutes for the last hour of this episode of Citizen Wolf. Thank you, everybody. And we have returned. We are back from our break. I hope all of you have done the various floor-related things as we have. Yes, I did go out of my way to make that as disgusting as possible. You're welcome. So
I appreciated it.
Expel
Of course you
fluids.
did!
Expel fluids from the body, take fluids in. All good.
Just a drip.
It's
Both
like
ways.
the grand master of making normal things sound incredibly filthy in one way or another. And making filth sound normal. Weirdo.
So, you guys have just entered the apartment building. And you are about to make your way up the stairs.
It's very quiet in this apartment building.
So, you guys head up to the 6th floor, I am presuming, and you end up in front of Jade's flat
if
door. Yes.
No one else seems particularly keen to. Jock will just take the lead.
Yeah.
Kirk is doing as he's told and staying behind Jock. Still kind of looking a bit grumpy for reasons that no one else will understand, and thinking about rabbits. Being mildly annoyed.
Tasty rabbits. Sorry.
Fucking rabbits is. Yeah, so you guys end up on the correct floor in front of Jade's door. When you try the handle, it is locked. So Susan passes the keys forward, I'm guessing.
I know Susan will be a brave little girl and will open the door herself.
Oh, okay, yeah. Susan goes to the front and unlocks the door and pushes it open.
But I'm not going to just like stride in. I'll sort of.
Yeah, the flat inside looks to be dark. All the lights are turned off.
I mean, Jock will move forward inside. Like, trying to figure out if you can hear or sense or, perceive anyone inside any of the rooms.
Yeah, make a check of some kind.
What about wits investigation?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Sounds about right.
It's perfect.
That will be 2 successes.
Okay.
Because my head exploded into another high number.
Woohoo! So, you don't hear or see anything that seems particularly out of the ordinary, but you do catch a whiff of cigarette smoke that is fairly fresh as cigarette smoke can be. It's not stale, And, yeah.
Bearing in mind this was the set before the smoking ban was a thing, were any of the band members smoking while they were in the club?
Probably not, actually. I don't think any of them would have been.
Cool.
Jade definitely wasn't.
So I just stop and listen then. Wait for the rest of them to filter in or see what they're doing.
Yeah, you guys are all kind of crammed into an incredibly small hallway. There's a kitchen and bathroom sort of like immediately on either side of you when you go into the hallway.
Actually, very based on sort of where we were in the alley where the fire escape was, which rooms would be backing to where the fire escape would be? Can we tell?
Not these two that you're next to. The two that you're next to are like kitchen, bathroom. They're not going to be anywhere near that wall. Deeper in, you reckon that there's probably a bedroom and a living room or a living space of some kind, and that's probably based on layout. There are 2 doors in front of you, and those 2 doors are going to be the ones who might have a connection to the fire
Are they
escape.
both shut?
Yes.
Okay.
Silly idea.
Sorry, I was sneeze.
Well, I guess left or right.
Okay, Jock's going to start moving towards the right door.
Okay.
Going to listen for a second before opening it, and then just sort of open it explosively all in one go to try and surprise anyone that's in there.
Okay. You swing the door open wide.
I will try and quite quietly move in the corridor to get there first, though. So.
Okay. You move fairly quietly down the corridor and you swing the door open quite wildly and find yourself looking into a bedroom with a pretty messy, unmade bed with a bunch of clothes strewn across it and like some stuff hanging out of the wardrobe like someone had been going through it very quickly and in a hurry. But there's no body, there's no people in there.
Right, in which case, not trying to be stealthy, not trying to be quiet, immediately burst into the other room, check in there as well.
Okay, you burst into the next room. In this room is what you would expect of a living room. A shitty, ratty sofa, a TV on a stand, with some VHSs strewn about the floor and stuff like that. Some music equipment that is not surprising. You're in a guitarist's home.
Yeah.
And one armchair, which is positioned kind of weird, so that when you swing open the door, you're basically face directly with the man sitting in it, who is leaning over with his elbows on his knees, with a cigarette in his hand, and he looks up at you and goes, "Are you that guy from work?"
Don't think you're meant to be here, mate. What you doing?
You're not meant to be here either.
Kirk's kind of pushing Susan further backwards. So she's at the end of the row.
So Julian will kind of bustle forward, be like, actually, we have permission.
All right, boss.
You know, I'm not actually, shockingly. What's going on?
Uh-huh. Oh, she's hiding.
Why
What
are you
is
what are
going
you
on?
doing here?
Waiting on a friend.
I don't think she's your friend.
Been and gone, mate. She's not coming back.
That's fine, that can wait, can't it? Another friend's shown up, hasn't she?
Looking as big as possible and standing in front of Susan.
He shouldn't necessarily be able to see Susan with the way you guys are positioned, by the way.
Yeah, I'm in the hallway still, I think.
I don't think any of us are your friends either.
Could be, though.
Why would
I
we want to be?
highly doubt that.
You break into women's houses at night. That's weird. And very creepy.
Yeah, did they? You know, yeah, I'm not going to deny the creepy part. That is creepy. You know, you're right, son. But there is, like, a purpose to what I'm doing, is the thing. And it's, you know.
Oh, I can imagine your purpose, sir.
Maybe you should explain your purpose to the police.
Uh-huh.
Broke into someone's house is illegal. That's illegal.
So if you thought there's someone had broken into your friend's house, why'd you come up here instead of calling the police?
You're hardly in a position to be asking questions.
I think I'm in a pretty good position. This armchair's really comfy.
I want you to leave her alone. What's wrong with you?
He inhales pretty hard, stubs out the cigarette, and then inhales again. And goes, same thing that's wrong with all of you, actually.
I'm sure we have absolutely nothing in common.
Susan's gonna step out from behind Kirk.
Ah, there you are, darling. How you doing?
Why did you invite me to the concert? What was the point?
I just wanted you and Jade to meet, get to know each other.
Is the same thing wrong with Jade?
No, not yet. That's why I was here.
And
You leave her alone.
Yeah.
You leave her the fuck alone right now. Don't you dare.
She's not here.
Don't even think about it.
Are you the reason that Susan is included in that? The thing that's wrong with everyone?
Was it you?
You're being very cloak and dagger about this, son. You alright?
They don't know.
Kirk, what the hell are you talking about? In fact, you all stay here, and I will call the police. How about that?
Yeah, no, you're not going to be able to do that, Mr. Howard Mason.
Really don't
Yes,
do
I'm
that,
fairly
Mr. Howard
certain I
Mason.
can, actually. Do
Mr.
it
Howard
now.
Mason. Mr. Howard Mason, please do not upset the man too much.
Where did that howl actually come from? From him or
him,
from outside?
He howled mockingly.
Right.
They don't know. They haven't figured it out.
They fucking should have. All of them but Susan should have turned, and she's due. Well, he pulls the curtain back, and the full moon lights up the carpet a little bit.
Kirk just looks at Susan like... I don't know why they don't know, but they don't. Or at least they're pretending they don't. Did you bite her?
Yeah.
And the others?
What others? Which ones? Those two? No. Not my problem.
Someone else?
So, why is it if you're going around biting people that I can't call the police? I'm still very confused about
you
this.
can't call the police because if you do, then everyone that you care about and knowing about your personal life knows. Your boss's boss.
Why are you doing this?
It's a few different reasons.
We have all night, apparently.
Yeah,
Sounds
well,
to
no,
me
you
like
don't.
you're-
You have about until Susan turns, I think.
It sounds to me like we should shut you up permanently then. That's what you're saying.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you want. But then you gotta deal with a rogue werewolf and no sire to calm it down.
Oh, whatty who now?
Now, is he still pretending?
One said the W word.
Well,
yeah.
since you're talking about knowing things, you should also know that I'm very good at pretending, actually.
You're all
Yeah,
werewolves.
aren't you? Everybody in this room.
You're all nuts.
Susan lost her temper at the full moon, and you're all pretending you didn't have that dream.
No, I'm saying there's an explanation for that dream. It isn't... this.
You've not been a werewolf very long, have you?
I've not been a werewolf at all. Neither has you. Neither has Jock. Neither has Susan. Neither has Mr. Oh, look at me. I know so much, but clearly I'm just fucking crazy and go around biting women.
Not just women.
Oh well, what do you want?
What are you doing? Are you trying to create some sort of pack? You just finding women of a certain physical type and just biting them?
There's a
Can't
bit more
do
to
that.
it than that. I mean, I think you find a can, I have.
Why?
I don't think I want you to know all of it.
Was it you that made us have that dream?
What dream?
I don't think it was
Right.
him.
Didn't think so. Either way, you're not going to let you do that to anyone else.
Okay, right. You're all very funny. And very inept and don't know
We
what
can't
you're
let
doing.
you hurt Susan or Jade.
I'm not gonna hurt Susan. I'm
You
probably not. I might hurt Jade a little
anymore.
bit.
You already did.
Oh yeah, but you know, she'll get over it, won't you, darling?
ruined
Yeah,
her
no. See,
life.
so what's? I didn't ruin her life. Just giving her a new one. She's fine. Well, we'll see. We'll see how she is in a little bit because she's due any second now. And about when that happens, she's going to be completely out of control, and I'm not going to stop her from murdering all of you. And if you try and stop her from murdering all of you, then I'm going to help her, and she'll do what I tell her because I made her.
Jock,
You know
when
how,
you're
right?
my friends, and I'll rip out your fucking throat.
It's not me who's going to go near your friends.
Jock, you followed the car. You know how to, right?
Doc's not going to respond to Kirk, but he is going to transform into a more combative form himself.
Ooh, very nice.
Mr. Howard Mason, sir.
I mean, he is going to say one thing. He's going to sort of look over his shoulder and say, just to the rest of you to get back.
Just
Yes, Kirk.
you gotta just let go for a second.
Absolutely not. I've clearly already lost it.
Susan, we've known each other a really long time, okay? You and me, we've been friends a while, right? He's not lying, okay? I don't know what you're gonna do, but it's gonna be messy.
What's happening?
Don't worry, darling. Just
I'm really
sit
sorry,
back,
Susan.
relax, and let the wolf take
Not
over.
fucking talking to you.
You just gotta let it lead you.
Shut the fuck up! You have...
Yeah.
Nobody asked for this!
Hang on. As Kirk says, shut the fuck up. On the word up, there is a resounding bang, like the sound of a firework going off. Those of you who've spent time in the countryside will recognize this as a gunshot. Hicks looks down at himself and sees blood pool from his sternum. The veins that are most prominent in his face bulge obscenely for a second, and he chokes. For a second, he looks actually legitimately surprised. And then he falls to his knees and starts bleeding on Jade's carpet. You all look to where the shot came from, and leaning in the window off of the fire escape is a middle-aged woman wearing a ratty old leather bomber jacket with carefully coiffed greying brown hair, holding in her hand a truly upsettingly large revolver.
Oh my god.
You just killed him.
It was silver, so I'd hope so. She ducks in underneath the window, stands up, cracks her back, looks at all of you, and then goes over to Hicks and checks his pulse and goes, nice one. And then she kicks him in the gut.
Jock is going to half roll, who the hell are you? What are you doing here?
This is where it gets difficult.
Jock is currently weighing up whether to leave water and try to get that gun away or just run himself.
Hang on.
Julian will have put himself between the woman and Jock.
Oh my god! Julian, okay.
Oh no, Jock will be trying everything.
Is this the fucking? This is that meme of going no.
Kirk's just like taken both of Susan's hands, like holding them together and just being like, "It's okay, just look at me, It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay."
Okay, you're all clearly having a night. She like holds the revolver up beside her head with her finger very clearly off the trigger, and then sets it down on the armchair next to her.
We don't have very long, so please explain fast.
It's very long. Oh, okay.
Don't shoot anyone.
No more shooting. Just
please
him.
don't. They please explain. This has been a very strange evening.
Okay.
And I'm the one who had more advanced knowledge of half of this stuff.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. That shot went off and the police are definitely going to get called. So here's what we need to do. We all need to leave this flat right now. We're all going to go and get it. Do you have a car?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
it a really good idea for me to go outside? What was he saying about?
Okay, look, you're very much on the edge right now, dear. It's okay. How do we want to do this?
You just need to look down. It's worse if you look at it. Okay, you need to look. Just
Don't
look at the floor.
Okay, he's right. Try not to look at the moon. Do you have a hood on your jacket or anything like that?
No, I could put it over my head, I suppose.
Yeah, if you just tuck it under your head. All right. Here's what you're going to do. You're all going to get into your car, and you're going to drive out to the moors outside Dunmore. Okay?
Okay.
And I'll find you out there. Okay? And then if you really want further explanation, we'll handle that once your friends had a bit of air.
It'll be okay. Okay, you just need to try and stay as calm as possible.
The hell should we trust you? You just killed a man.
A man who meant you harm, I'm assuming.
He bit Sue. And he was gonna attack Jade.
Look, Eddie Hicks was a very bad man who had a lot of enemies. I'm one of them, was one of them. I had a score to settle. I've settled
I didn't
it.
like him myself.
Look, like you said, you don't have a lot of time. It's going to be better for her if she's not in the middle of a city.
The
And
enemy
notice
of
if
my
he's
enemy is not
supposed to
always my friend. What are you?
I'm like you. But I've got a bit more experience with it.
Regardless of whether or not she's a friend, she's right about it being a bad idea for Susan to be in a city right now.
That we can agree on.
If you need some extra insurance against me, she steps to the side. Take the gun.
Don't take the gun.
You can if you want. If
Just
you don't want to take the gun, then I will take the gun. Someone needs to take the gun.
Doc's going to pick up the gun and
Okay.
examine it a bit.
Very careful with that. That's loaded with 5 more silver bullets.
Okay, Susan, we're gonna go back downstairs, okay? We're gonna get to the car. Do you have the car keys? I don't think you should drive. So,
Really not in the mood.
no. Mr. Howard Mason, you okay with driving, sir?
Sure, so long as no vampires or dragons jump out of us on the way.
Well, I've not met any of them yet, but
Don't worry, the dragons all died out a long time ago. She
well,
goes.
that's
It's really freaking me out right now.
you're not
Sorry.
helping.
Sorry. Just look. You just get out to the moors, and I'll find you out there.
What?
She
The
moves over.
moors?
I know a really good spot. It's gonna be okay.
What?
Look. What's your name, sweetie?
Me?
Yes, you and
I'm Susan.
okay, you're Susan. Susan, and you're Kirk. Which one are you again?
I'm Kirk.
All right, look, Susan. Kirk knows what he's doing. Just trust him. You don't need to trust me. Just trust your friend.
Right, you guys go down, get in the car, drive off. I'll catch up. We'll wait here until the rest of you are gone.
But we will.
Okay.
We will.
Yeah, I imagine you'll be able to find us.
Why not? Yes, the car, I guess.
We're driving a car. It's pretty good. Susan, you sit in the back with me, okay? Okay. Just kind of half guiding her down the stairs without actually touching her, just being like, come on, it's just, oh no, time bomb.
Yeah, Susan. Your skin has been crawling since before you got into this place. That has not stopped. Instead, it has gotten worse, and it really does feel like there is something under your skin trying to burst out right now.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys go down to the car. Jock, you are still facing off against this woman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make any aggressive.
Yeah, no,
moves
she's
other
just
than,
sort of
like,
waiting.
The gun will be in his hand, ready, but not pointed at her. But yeah, he's going to be waiting to hear the car driving off before he'll go off himself.
Satisfied?
The car away, yeah. Jock is just going to nod and slowly back out the room. Where do you keep the gun? Yeah, okay, fuck it. He'll keep the gun before try and make his own way back to find the rest of them.
Okay, yep, you
I'm
head out.
assuming he's like halfway between if he still has hands.
I mean, I don't know. Did I actually start shifting, or did the shots happen before that?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Has Jock
Like,
been
Jock
partly
was
a wolf
definitely
this whole
going
time?
to start shifting. I don't know whether that actually
I
happened.
think you were probably like semi-shifted, or like not fully. Enough
Okay.
that Julian could have looked at you and written it off as Jock's just a hairy guy.
I mean, there is one form in between human and full wolfman. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd
Which is
probably
just
gotten to
big,
about
hairy
that
human.
point, and then sort of possibly started regressing out of it slightly in
Yeah.
confusion. Yeah, so after you leave, you make your way out to the moors outside Dunmore, which is a very generic description that she's given you. The moors are massive, but eventually you all get out there. Susan hiding under her jacket the entire time. And Jock finds you out there pretty easily and pretty quickly. You don't really know how or why. And almost as soon as the car stops, Susan, you cannot fight the urge anymore to just get outside. So you burst out of the car. And before all of your eyes, Susan immediately begins shifting into the form of a wolf.
Yay!
I'm afraid you don't have any control over this one, dear. This
No,
is
that's
involuntary.
okay. That's okay. Your
I
proper
mean-
sort of
When-
horror movie transformation.
Yeah.
Considering
once-
it to catch you with a car, is Jock already in wolf form?
Yeah, probably. But I will just say, Susan, once you've finished shifting, which is in itself a real... It's not exactly painful, but it does feel weird as
Okay.
hell.
Yeah.
And you're not fully aware of it for a lot of this. You're not going unconscious. But later when you think back to this, there are definite gaps in your memory where you just don't remember specific parts and things like that. For the rest of you watching, this is fucking horrifying. What the fuck? Holy fuck. There are bones cracking, there's bits coming out of her, she's grown a lot more hair. This is not right. Kirk, you've never seen it from this angle before. It's terrifying.
Oh, that looks like
Susan-
it hurts a lot more than I remember.
And Susan, once you are properly transformed,
Mm-hmm.
you feel a knot inside your stomach release. And you feel calmer than you have in a while. And you look up at the moon and it doesn't make you angry anymore. It just kind of fills you with a sense of comfort. Like, yeah, this is good. All that shit before that wasn't good.
Absolutely.
This is good. And that's where I'm gonna leave this session.
Yay!
It's a little bit early, but I think this is a good
Before I
stopping point.
murder all of you.
Yay! We're gonna play like 5 minutes next time, and then all have to roll new characters.
Yeah!
We're gonna go batshit.
We all, before Julian hides behind his car and then gets the car thrown at his face, and then
Yeah.
causes him to shift, and then he goes, "Oh shit, no, this is all real.
You have
Fuck
to.
me."
You'll hide really close to your car, and then the car will get thrown, and it won't be thrown into you exactly. You'll just kind of go with it.
I'm just laughing with as long as there
Blast
was
into
no
the side.
vampires and dragons. That really got
There's no dragons.
obvious. Don't be
Are we wolves?
ridiculous. Don't
Yeah,
be
she
foolish.
didn't say shit about vampires.
Yeah.
Kirk has always just assumed.
Yeah.
You're like,
Okay.
"What's this?"
Yay!
All right, that was awesome.
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you
Uh,
enjoyed.
I hope everyone enjoyed the as much as I did. The
I was told
will
that everyone
Susan
had to
murder
end
us
the rave.
all?
Yeah,
Yeah, every
that's
session
fair.
has to end with a rave.
Dance.
I gotta admit, the moment that we left the club and we went to like nighttime city noises, I was like, oh man, I miss just being able to boogie when it wasn't my
Yeah.
job to do it.
sitting there on mute like. Rave.
Right, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed that. We're going to be back in 2 weeks.
weeks,
I
I wanna
say
think
2 weeks.
so. Let me check.
Cue
my-
everyone checking their calendars.
Checking the calendars.
Hopefully the 7th.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I think so. I'll double check, but I think so.
I will be in a place with worse internet, but with internet, so We should be good.
It's a good start.
We will all get in here somehow. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. We all appreciate all of you. And we will see you in 2 weeks for the continuation of Citizen Wolf. Good night,
Yes.
everybody.
Good night.
Yeah.